Today we're going to be learning how to replace the door springs on a Zanolli oven, whether it's a Polis, a Citizen or synthesis conveyor oven. Basically all of the door springs are the same. You've got two pivots and there's two springs in here. So what we'll do is first remove these. We'll take the door over to the bench and then we'll pull it apart. 10mm spanner. These plates are under tension, but it isn't very much. So don't be too stressed about it. And you undo it, you'll find that they'll come forward. But there's enough tension. There's not that much tension, so you can hold it with one finger. If you hold the door down too, it takes up some of the tension off it. So that is the left side done. Support the door. Do the same to the other side. Now, as you're going and loosening this, you'll need to support the door because it starts moving around because there's nothing holding it now. So, take the pressure off the spring. Screws. Let that come down under its own pressure. Like I said, it's not much. Then grab the pivots, pull the door out. Come on. Take it to a bench. Place it on the bench. A piece of cardboard would be nice. So there you have it. There's no, there's that much tension on it. Okay. So you need to remove some screws up here. These two screws, we'll start up the top. Allen key for two front ones, and if you notice the door just goes over some screws, these ones, so undo the screws, pop it up at the top, don't put any pressure on the glass, don't lever it there. So we've got them out. So you may have to just get in there and pop it a little bit. Don't have to lever it too much. You just got to get it the holes just over the riv nuts. The riv nuts. You get one side, it should come up, then slide it back, it comes off. Put it aside. Then you'll see the springs. So all you have to do is withdraw the hinge. It's facing down. The new spring there's a left and a right, it's a different spring. So you've got that, place that in the hole, place this in, line it up, place it there, and that's then come here, and we see the door bush has to go into the hole, and then from there we just have to pull it out a little bit, go past that stop, go past the stop again, and if you keep it there, it holds. Just remember that if it comes off a little bit, it might fly up, but there's only that much tension on it. There's not that much tension. You can reassemble it. If the glass is loose, these little silicone things are what holds it in position. If they're all burnt off, it's probably an idea just to you're in the middle of nowhere, you don't have these, just roll up some aluminium foil into a round piece, stick it in here, do it up, and that'll hold the glass from moving, and it's aluminium foil, so it should probably last longer than that, but don't make it too large, because otherwise when you do up this, you'll put too much pressure on the glass. So we get this back, go past there, and we're ready to reassemble it. Replaced our hinge. Probably be a good idea to replace both hinges at the same time, so you don't get a complaint from the customer. And I'm putting it on upside down. Make sure these screws go through here and push it up and click it down. Replace the screws. And if you do it on a bench like this, if the glass is loose or someone hasn't done something when you were there last, the glass won't fall out if you're doing it on the bench like this, because it can't go down that way. So you just cover yourself and you don't have any problems or angry customers. So everything's secure now on the door. 10mm spanner again, and we'll just put it back in. Let's just hold it like this so nothing flicks. Place the door in, support it, place tension. Got the top screw. And these just sit down, not much realigning to do. It's not dangerous with the spring pressure like some ovens. You can put the top screw in. Once you've got the top screw in, you can test it that the door's right, and then put the bottom screw in. Which is what we'll do. Push it up so it's up against the back. tight. Door sits down, door stays shut, and there's tension. And just put the other screws in because everything's good. On the springs, put a fair bit of grease on it so that high temperature bearing grease, just to keep a build-up of dry stuff getting on it. If the grease is there, nothing will stick to it. So you can just put some high temperature wheel bearing grease on it, or if you want some spray grease, chain grease, but just make sure it's high temperature. And if you want to really worry about it, use a food grade spray grease. Although it's all in the door and all contained. So all tight, check them.